So someone had a question about these sets of questions here, and I'm going to go over them a little bit out of order because it just makes more sense that way. So this one here, atrial fibrillation, is also called AFib. It's when there's less blood under less pressure for the ventricles to pump. And the fibrillating atria goes out of sync with the ventricles. So there's an uneven heartbeat. I think that's also called arrhythmia in the medical world. So that's what happens to the pulse. It's uneven. This is ventricular tachycardia. It's when the heart is beating too quickly, but it's regular. So you can see that, it's consistent. Starts in the ventricles. So basically what happens to the pulse is it beats faster. And this goes on too long, and it could lead to ventricular fibrillation. And this is when the heart is beating really quickly, but irregularly. So whereas this is quick and regular, this is quick and irregular. And it starts becoming so quick that eventually the heart can't keep up, and the blood is not pumped out. And then there's no heartbeat. So this is very serious. You'll probably die if it happens to you and there's no one around. So, yep, that's the difference between those two. And now I guess we'll talk about the second degree partial block. So here, what's happening is the electrical pulses delay more and more, and it's just getting slower and slower, trying to reach the ventricles, but eventually it could fail. And that's what happens during the third degree block, where some of the beats reach and some don't, and eventually no impulses will reach the ventricles. They do have a backup beating mechanism, but those are very slow. So what happens to the heart rate here is it'll be very, very slow.